Greetings, everybody. Greetings. I'm here because something is bothering me. Yes, as a parent, something about me. And I just want to come here tonight, come and talk to somebody. Hold on 1 second. Wagwan. While Rich is ringing me. Uh, I want to know. Ladies, I want to ask you out there. Do you give permission for your partner to murder your child? Murder is a strong word. To physically punish your child. Do you give permission for that? Or, ladies, do you physically punish another woman's child? Listen, I don't do them things. I will not be in a relationship and beat another woman's child. And any guy I'm involved with can't touch my pitney, or else relationship finish. There are ways to discipline children. You don't have to beat them. Not in today's age, because they have things that they love. Take away the phone and they will be okay. Yeah, that's punishment alone. Now, it's a quick one, but I'm very heavy. It's bothering me. It's bothering me because I'm a parent. So I'm just gonna get straight into this and come off. Just setting up my phone, guys. Listen, this is very disturbing, man. Very disturbing. What I'm gonna share with you is very disturbing. And I deliberately started the live at this time because I want to reach one or two of my sisters over there in Jamaica. It's these things shouldn't be happening today. You shouldn't be putting man in front of your child. No. No, it's not happening. Shouldn't happen. Wild Rich, hi. Good night. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Wild Rich, me and you there for a minute. Me and you for a minute. So, guys, this is not a long live. It's not a planned live. It's just that I've been so. I was listening to somebody else's, live program, and they covered something about an incident, and it just hits me. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to the channel, Abuse Insight with Moi. That's me, Dalian Salmon. I'm your host, and today I have a very disturbing topic that is disturbing, but at the same time, it is important and also sensitive. It's about boundaries and responsibilities of step parents when it comes to raising children who aren't biologically their own. Mm, mm, mm. This is harsh, man, harsh. Welcome in, guys. Please like the live. Please like the live. I am going to this is hard, man, but I hope somebody gets something from this. While you're on the last bit of battery, man, why are you coming on my live with no battery life for? Hello, grab the charger, bruv. I go British on you. Get the charger, bruv. Yeah. Listen. Let's begin by acknowledging the prevalence of step parents in today's family. According to recent studies, yeah, over 40% of marriages in the United States, I'm in the UK, but we're using the United States, involve at least one partner who has a child from a previous relationship. We know how the community works. Man, father, children, here, there, and everywhere, and it's more. But with this in mind, it's crucial to understand the evolving dynamics and challenges that come with the parents. A friend of mine said to me that he would not date a woman with children. I was like, what? But you have kids out there and you're not with your child's mother. He said it's difficult. Not all women, to be honest, he said, but a lot of our women with children, they don't raise their children um, with good manners, you know, for a man to come into the home and want to stay there. Some men will stay because some women allow them too much privilege, too much access to their children, give them too much rights to do what they want with their children. So those men will stay. But good men who will not lay a hand on another man's child, no. We're going to define boundaries. We're going to talk about boundaries. So let's define it. When it comes to parenting, setting boundaries is key. Those boundaries not only define the limits of acceptable behavior, but also serve as a foundation for healthy relationships within the family. But what happened when those boundaries are crossed? What happened? And do you set boundaries in your relationships when it comes to your kids, ladies, men? Because sometimes we have single fathers and you take up women with your children. I've covered story here already where a child was abused, beaten, and lost her life because the stepmother was very harsh to that child. And it was at the end the father said in court that he didn't know that things were happening or things were so bad with his wife and his child when he was away at work. Liar. He knew. And a lot of you guys out there, you know what's happening with your children. And this is why the cycle of abuse cannot end, because when you raise these children and you hurt them or allow others to hurt them, those children, they grow up and just grow up with hatred for you. Hatred. There's a lot of elderly people, sometimes you'd see them, living a certain way, and you'd think like, how she live so? Why is she living that way? Like, where is her kids? Like, all of them, they're in America, they're in Canada, they're in England, and them workers, you see, they don't even take care of their mother. Sometimes, you see, I get to understand that we can be wrong about these children. We just don't know the backstory. Because if you grew up with your mom and your mom allowed her boyfriend to do stuff to you, when you grow up and you're older, you're not going to care about that mother at all. Worse, you're still hurting from what was done to you. A lot of our brothers, I wanted to ask you something because from the couple days. Okay, I'm here. Once I'm done, then yeah, we can talk. Welcome, guys, into the live. It's not a happy live. It's just, this one is for parents, people with children, or people who care for children. Maybe you don't have a child now, but you'll have a child later. You can still learn something here. We can all learn something here. Yeah. Now, let's take a moment to look at the legal aspect. Laws regarding parental rights and responsibilities can vary, but they often emphasize the importance of maintaining a child's well-being and safety. It's essential for all parents, biological or not, to be aware of those legal boundaries. sometimes boundaries can be crossed. Yeah. Sometimes some of us take it too far. You have some step parents, they will not lay a finger on their children in the home, but they would beat their husband's children, and vice versa. You have some men, they would not physically harm their children, but they would beat their stepchildren. Yeah. I heard someone spoke of this the other day. A woman on Facebook was sharing her own story. And she said she got beaten for the least of things, even stuff that she shouldn't even get beaten for because she didn't do it. But the man who was her stepfather, he never beat his child, never disciplined that child, never physically touched that child. But she would be the beaten stick, as we Jamaican would say. So I want to get you to understand boundaries. Yes. Tomorrow, my brother. No problem. No problem. Thank you. I'm going to share a story with you, right? And this is an incident that took place, I think, 2 days now in Jamaica, my home place, my hometown, my yard, my country. And that is the reason why I decided to do this live. So it's of a child, 4 years old. Yeah. This 4-year-old child, the mom was giving an account as to what happened. I don't remember the detail word by word, but the child complained of not feeling well. Stomach wasn't feeling well, something along that line. And what should you do when your child complain about feeling unwell? The natural thing to do is to try and find out what's wrong with the kid. And maybe in some cases, you seek medical help for the child. It wasn't so for this young boy, age 4. It came time for him to eat, and the child didn't want to eat because the child either didn't want the food, wasn't ready for the food, or his stomach just wasn't feeling well to have the food. And what happened next? The mom kept asking him to eat, telling him to eat, and the child wouldn't really eat the food. You know how sometimes you try to force kids with food and they would sit there with the spoon and they're playing with the food, or they just have it there and they're not eating. Just like adults, sometimes kids just don't want something to eat. Sometimes the food don't even taste good because you can't cook. But sometimes, the child could really be unwell and just don't have the appetite to eat the food. It's just natural. But because we are parents and we're older, we tend to want to bully the children to eat. Long story short, the man who, I would say, stepfather to the child, they weren't married, just, living together. They met a few months prior to the incident. So they only just met. This man took it upon himself to force the child to eat. Now, physical punishment came into play. The mother account. Well, the boyfriend started to beat the child. And she stood there and watched the boyfriend beating her child, 4 years old. She watched him do it, she said, for a while until she intervened. And based on the news media personnel, she got some beating herself. So she's with a bad boy or aggressive, whatever guy he is. But anyway, he turned on her as well. Guys, the mother was asked, how long was the beating? Like the duration? Was it a few minutes? He was hit 20 minutes, 10 minutes? The mother replied, 2 hours. The man beat the 4 years old on and off for 2 hours just because the child didn't want to eat the food. Do you see why we are what we are today and why the cycle of abuse is going to be so hard to break? Huh? The child is refusing the food. Why not take the child to get the child some help to find out what's wrong with the child? I'm pretty sure this is not like an everyday thing where the child always don't want to eat the food. And if that's the case, then try to find out why the child don't want the food. But the part that hurts me and it just made me cry is when the mother was asked. So during this time, whilst this guy was beating your child, did the child say anything? She said yes. What? All the child kept saying is mommy, mommy, mommy. 4 years old. And what happened to the child? After the guy was satisfied with beating this child for 2 flaming hours, they took the child to the bathroom to clean the child up. The child had a seizure. Ooh. Oh, this is getting too much for me. I didn't know I'm going to cry. 2 hours. The child had a seizure in the bathroom and was rushed to the hospital. Whew. The child died as a result. Can you imagine? The child was beaten to death for not eating the food. How can you beat a child for 2 hours, 4 years old, to eat food? Force feeding. So is it that the child can't be sick? Parents nowadays, some of you are bad. Bad. Ladies, you can't love a man this much to put this man over your child. I remember I was dating a guy once, and I went and bought my natural fruits to make my fruit juice. And when I made the juice, I had a big bottle. And my son, myself, and this guy, we were going shopping. So I took the big bottle of juice with us. My son was about 2, going 3, or close to 4, maybe. I don't think he was that old, but my son was that young. So me, this guy, and my child went into the vehicle and drove to the location where we were going. And then I felt the need to have something to drink. So I reached into the bag and took out the drink that I made. My fruit juice, not his. We never bought it at the shop. I bought my fruits, made my juice, and bottled it. And I remember having some of the juice, and I gave some to my son. And then I gave the guy some. You know what this fool said to me? And he said it in a way that I had to turn like, what are you trying to say here? Like, I can't say what I actually say to him. I shouldn't take his juice and give it to people. That's what he said. Who the hell is he talking about? It was just me, my child, and him. So I took the juice, had some, gave my son, and gave him the rest. I looked at him and I said, what did you just say? My juice? It's not even your juice, it's my juice. And you're trying to tell me that I can't have some and give my child some? No. Here? Now. No further. I never looked another step further with that guy. Because if he can tell me that nonsense, what is he going to try and come with later? I ain't one of those mother that's going to be pushed over and have my child beaten and be abused. Hell no. I'm not one of those mother. And you ladies must do better. And also some of you men, when you are in a relationship and it didn't work out with the mother, and you guys decide to go your separate ways, don't just go your separate ways. Remember, you have a child behind. I have to be fair. In some cases, some of you all can't be there because the mother decided to take the child and punish you. You can't see the child. You don't know where the child is. Don't call. He ain't getting the child. He ain't seen no child. Bring this, bring that. If you don't bring that, you can't. Yeah, we know we have those sorts. And sometimes, some of us ladies, our behavior caused our children to be abused. Because sometimes you don't really know who the father of the child is. And then, yeah, that part. So, I came on here tonight because I want to share this sad incident with you guys and just ask that please look after your children. Look after your children. Before I end this, I have a powerful message I want to leave with my sisters or for my sisters. This is to all my brave mothers out there. Now put no man in front of your picnic or yourself. Don't put men in front of your young children. Look, there's a discussion that was happening about 2 days ago on a platform where listeners were asked, who would you put first? Your husband, your child, or someone else or something else? And yes, people say husband. But I'm talking about when you have young children who can't make decisions for themselves, can't cook for themselves, can't wash, can't do anything because they are too young. It's your responsibility to make sure that those children are looked after. No man, husband don't come before those kids. Yes, you're supposed to make sure that they are safe. And there's no two ways about it. Now, I'm sharing this message with you from the depth of my heart. Not as an author, but as a survivor who knows the scar that abuse leaves, especially when it touches the innocent souls of our children. We all seek love, compassion, and happiness. And that's only natural. However, there's a line that should never be crossed. And it's when the safety and well-being of your child, our children, are at stake. I believe with every fabric of my being that step-parents should never, under any circumstances, physically punish a child they didn't bring into this world. It's not just about being a biological parent. It's about nurturing, protecting, and loving those young children, those young hearts that depends on us for guidance. I've been through my own journey of healing and transformation, and my channel, Abusing Sides with Dalian Salmon, bears witness to that. My life's mission is to create awareness, inspire personal growth, and encourage healing for victims of abuse. particularly children who suffer silently. I can't emphasize enough the the lifelong impact such trauma can have on those young souls. Sadly, some of them are lost, they are gone. But I I ask you, dear mothers, single mothers, mothers with husbands that are not your children's father, to consider this. If you are with a person who is aggressive or abusive towards you or your children, or if you're living in fear of their actions, you are unknowingly putting yourself and your child at great risk. Fact. The love between a mother and her child is one of the purest bonds in the world, and it should never be jeopardized. Ladies, you don't need a man to raise your child well. Your child needs love, care, and a safe environment to thrive. Sometimes the most powerful act of love is to step away from a relationship that endangers your child's well being. I've seen greatness rise from most hopeless places, and I believe that you, as a mother, have the strength to make the right choices for your child's future. Walk away. Walk away from that relationship that is so toxic, especially when there are children witnessing what's happening. So, for the sake of your child, for the sake of their safety, let go of anyone who harms or threatens them and you. Your child's well being should be your top priority, including yourself. They can't protect themselves, but you can. They need you now more than ever because they're at that tender age. Gentlemen, men, some of you are very angry. Don't take your anger out on the children or your partner. Find other ways to deal with your anger or whatever it is that is bothering you. If you were abused during childhood, it is not okay to pass that on to other young children. Just remember how it felt, how you felt when you were being beaten and being called names and all the kind of treatment that you got. Just remember how it felt. I remember part of the mother interview where she said that the man was saying to her that, like the child should be beaten, he should be disciplined, he should be treated away because you can't grow him like a girl. This is the bullshit I'm trying to say to you all. Stop treating your boys different from your girls. Why the hell you think that it's okay to beat the boy and then not the girls? You don't think they have feelings too? Boy children hurt more than you realize. They are human just like your girl child. Don't treat them any way different than your girl child. I know he's boy, yeah, but obviously you're not going to grow your child like grow the boy like a girl. But if you're going to hit the child in a way to think that he's going to man up from it, you're just traumatizing your child. You are traumatizing the pitney. Please don't think that it's okay to rough the child up because he's a boy child. Don't grow him like a girl. He's a sis. He's gonna be a wuss. No, man, just stop these foolishness. These are not right stuff to do to your children, because you are only setting him up to take out his frustration on us later. And I remember one guy was on a popular platform that I listened to, SoFlo TV, I think. Big up SoFlo. And he said that any woman that he dates, he's going to beat them. And if they don't like it, they can leave. But any other woman that comes after, he's going to beat them too. And I remember SoFlo asked him, like, but brother, why would you want to beat a woman? And you know what the guy said? He said, when I was growing up, I grew up in a home with pure women, mother, auntie, pure women. And he said, the type of beating that he experienced is unspeakable. And he now said that because he's at an age where he can do it, he's going to take it out on his women. Do you see the messed up meds? That's the cycle. We go through things, but that doesn't mean we should take it and bring it on all the time with us, because we know what hurts us. So the same way it hurts us, it hurts somebody else. So we shouldn't carry this baggage with us. The Bible speaks against it. It says, do unto others as you would like them do unto you. So if you don't like to be hurt, why the hell are you hurting somebody else? Ladies, please. Please. Don't stay in an abusive relationship and traumatize your children. And do you know that even if you are in a, sorry about that, guys, my phone just came off. If you're in an abusive relationship and your child slash children are not being abused, like physically being abused by your partner, do you know that by witnessing you being abused, it's traumatizing them? Your traumatic experience, beating that your children are witnessing, or whatever is going on that your children are witnessing, you and your partner, is something. So think about it. I thank you guys for listening. I have 3 million people that stay steady listening. Thank you very much. I just want to come on here and share this important message today, because it is happening everywhere. But we don't have to continue to do what was done to us. So please, I appreciate your time. If you find this video worth sharing, valuable, please consider subscribing if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. If you're not ready yet, that's okay. I'm still here. You can come whenever you want. But at least before you leave, put a like on the video and do share with someone else. Because sometimes you might think that certain things aren't happening around you, but the closest person to you could be one of those women, those men that we're talking about. A lot of us are suffering in silence. But you don't have to be suffering on your own. You don't have to go through this thinking that it's my problem. Nobody needs to know about it. Nobody else has gone through what I've gone through. Nobody else will understand. You would be surprised. Anything that you have experienced, someone else, they've experienced the same or worse. Les Brown once said, if you were asked to throw your problems, so if you're asked to throw your past experiences, your trauma, your abuse, whatever you are still struggling with, if you're asked to throw it on a pile, like this is the pile, throw all your problems here, everything that hurts you, what happened to you, throw it right here. If you were to throw yours there, when you look and see what others are throwing, you would gladly go back and retract, take up yours. And then you would look up and say, Lord, I thought I had it bad, but I guess I was wrong. You're not alone. But remember, this is a platform for all, for our men and for our women, and our children too. Together we can create awareness, foster understanding, and build a world where everyone, including our children, can grow feeling safe and loved. I have to say that's going to be my share on this topic for today. I just want to come on here and just to share what I've shared with you, and hopefully somebody takes something from this. I appreciate you guys. I thank you very much for everyone's support and for always doing what you do. Be a part. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that when I drop a new video, YouTube will notify you straight away. So, until next time, guys, please do take care. Thank you very much again. And by the way, I will be on my brother's channel on Sunday, Experience African. Look out for that. I will drop a message in my community, maybe a short video. I'll drop that too. But don't forget that I have a live program on Saturday as well. And my topic on Saturday is going to be about menopause. What does menopause have to do with abusing life? Everything. There's messages there. Because a lot of our women are experiencing menopause and don't know what it is. And then a lot of our women who are experiencing menopause get abused by their men because their body has changed and the men are taking the Michael because they don't understand why the body is this, why the body is doing that, or why does this, this doesn't feel like before this. Yeah, a lot of women don't understand a lot of things. So it's an important topic, and we intend to keep this going for a while. And this is, let's see, it's called Healthy Insights. So that's just a Saturday program where I give tips on health, and also I will have a registered nurse joining me as well. Nurse Jackson, we call her. That's a nickname for now. I will reveal her full and correct name as time progresses because she's very shy, but she's a professional registered nurse here in London. So until Saturday, I'll see you. I might see you before that, but hey, you never know. But thank you very much for listening. And if you're just joining me, guys, I'm very sorry, but you're going to have to take it from top. The topic today was about disciplining our children, and I wanted to find out, and you can comment as well, if step parents, if they have the right to physically murder your children. Murder is not the right word, but brutalize your child. Because discipline doesn't mean you have to beat a child. You can just take away their cell phone, take away the tablet, take away the good things that they like. But if you have to physically hit a child, you don't hit a child for 2 hours. 2 hours. And why am I saying 2 hours? Because I shared an incident that took place, I think, 2 days ago in Jamaica, where one man beat the child for 2 hours. He had a seizure after the event and he died. This man was not the child's father. He was dating the mother a few months before this happened. And yes, the rest is history. So please have a listen from top, and please like the video, share the videos with others, and I will meet you here again, same time, again, another day. Which day, I don't know. Just keep lookout when I go live. Thank you very much. Love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to do the official. Hey, Elma, how are you? Love to see you. Thank you very much for liking the video. I appreciate it. Good what? Morning? It's not. Okay, where are you? Where are you, Elma? Where are you? Where are you? I'm in London. It's just after midnight. Almost midnight. Where are you from? Are you in the Philippines? I don't know. Where are you? You're good. I'm glad you're good. That's good. I'm glad you're good. Where are you tuning in from? Singapore. Oh my God. Welcome. Oh my God. I'm feel so honored to have you here. Welcome, and I'm so pleased to have you in my house. Singapore is in the house, guys. Woohoo! I've never traveled to your side of the world, but I hope that one day, very soon, I will. And if I do, then I have a place to stay, right? Can I come stay at yours? Oh, but welcome. Welcome from Singapore. Yes. All right, guys. You know what? I have a ton of work that I'm doing here, and I'm going to tune out. So thank you. She said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, good. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, Elma, and also connect with me on Instagram. I'm going to run my Instagram name on the screen. So connect, guys. Not just you, but anyone who wants to connect, you can connect with me over on Instagram. My name there is connect. I can smell something funny going on. Is there a heater going on there? I'm typing my name. And you've done connect. All right, cool, nice one. If I'm not connected to you, I will return shortly. All right, so on screen, that is my name on Instagram, abuse_insights. So connect with me over there and I will return. While Richie, you are back. While Richie, I can't believe you've been away for so long. I was just about to kill the live because, I've said what I have to say here, and it's just up to you guys now to take it from here and share it with others. Oh my God, I think I know what's up. I'm going to turn the light on. I covered one of my lights and it was burning the blanket. What? I almost burned the house down. Yeah, I got 7 million people here. Oh, you don't have Instagram. Do you have Facebook? If you have Facebook, you can connect with me on Facebook, Abuse Insights. So you can get rid of the underscore and just one name, Abuse Insights. You can find me. Or you can find me as Dalian Salmon. So, all right then. I'm ready to leave, but the numbers are growing. So I want to ask a question. I'm going to stay for a little longer. And this is my question. And I'm going to invite anybody up here to answer me. If you have children, maybe if you don't, do you think that it is okay for step parents to physically punish a child? That's the question. Welcome in, Carl. Dalian, I just wanted to come here and say I love you and appreciate you. Mr. Carl, you must not use words like that. You're sexy sister. That's why YouTube block you, you know. Welcome, welcome. Carl, welcome. It's good to see you. Anthea Taylor. Hey, my sister. I can't go nowhere now because you coming at the house. Althea, I am asking anyone out there, do you agree? All right, so I have one child. And if I am dating a man, no man is allowed to physically hit my child. I am sorry. So what I'm asking you guys here is anyone who wants to come up here, the link, I just dropped it. Or you can comment in the comment section. Is it okay for a man to beat his stepchildren and vice versa? Or would you accept a man hitting your children, ladies and gentlemen? Would you be okay with that? Me no, I am not for that. Nobody touches my child. DJ Giovanni Williams, welcome into my house. I hope I didn't spoil your name. Big up yourself. Nobody's answering. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, my brother. Lovely, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. I want somebody to answer me now. You take care too. You take care. Guys, is it okay for stepfathers and stepmothers to hit their children, their stepchildren? Or should it be that they should report to the biological mother or the biological father to do the physical discipline? I think that discipline a child today, you don't need no beating because you can take things away. So the reason why I ask is because of an incident that took place about 2 days ago out there in Jamaica. Althea, you might have heard about it, where the wicked man who the mother was dating for a couple of months now beat the mother child because the child didn't want to eat the food. That's all it was. The child didn't want the food because the child wasn't feeling well. This was a mother account. And the man beat the child for 2 hours. 2 hours on and off for 2 hours. And at the end, the child had a seizure when they took him to the bathroom to clean him up. And they rushed him to the hospital and the child died. He was only 4 years old. I don't want to cry. Is that right? So, as I said, it's not the step parents. It's not the step parents wicked. It's the parents the most. Yeah, man. Because as a mother, I'm not going to stand up there and see no man beating my child for 2 hours. Firstly, in my opinion, it done this anyway. Elma said it depends. If the child got mistakes, then you can discipline by talking nice way a bit. Of course, you don't have to hit the child. That's what I'm saying, Elma. You don't have to hit the child. You can take their favorite toys away, stop them from watching their favorite programs. Don't give them their favorite ice cream, stuff like that. Like, there are so many ways in which you can discipline the child. Don't put your hand on somebody else's child. I'm not up for that. I'm sorry. No beating. And the thing is, when some of these stepfathers and stepmothers are disciplining stepchildren, they do it in a way that they wouldn't do it to their own children. they beat the child in a way that they wouldn't have done with their own child. And sometimes their child don't get no beating at all. They get away with everything. Yeah. But would you stand up as a mother and witness a man beating your child for 2 hours? Would you? I'm going to give you some jackets, guys, so you can connect with whomever you want to connect here. But it's total wickedness. It's total wickedness. I've got a phone and I have 3 phones and I can only find 2. There's one missing. Hold on. While Richie, you're a man, I haven't heard anything from you. As a father, would you be okay for another man to hit your child? All right, so you guys ain't talking to me. You know I'm not going to sit here and talk on my own because that's not happening. All right, so you guys ain't talking. Not at all. All right, you guys can connect before I close the live. So, guys, you can connect with each other before I close off, but I appreciate your time. And any comment you want to leave in the comment section about this topic, please do. If you have any questions or if there are any topic that you'd appreciate me covering, then let me know what it is and I will do my best to honor that. As you know, this channel talks about abuse issues. So that's what we're about. Well, Althea, you're right up my street. The first lick that man licked my child, relationship mash up. Nope. My partner of 5 years. If my child is not doing something he was told to do, he would call and say, Dalian, this boy ain't listening. And it's just a phone call. And you hear mom in the voice. Don't let that man tell you anything again. Go and do it now. That's it. My son is gone. Before the phone call even connects, my son is gone. Nobody hit nobody over here. No, I'm sorry. The amount of beating when me get growing up is enough for me and my child, and probably about 20 more if I should have any more. I'm 2 years away from 50, so I don't know about that. But him not getting no lick around here from nobody except me. And if I ever end up in a relationship later down the line with somebody with children, I would not hit them. Their children. Guys, Elma is having a premiere shortly. Let's give her some strength. Most women knows what the men are already capable of and sits in it. That's true. A lot of women are in abusive relationships, or some of them are in relationship with men considered to be bad men. And some of them can leave, but they won't leave because of privilege. Probably them getting a whole heap of things, or some are licky and greedy. So them might get things. The man is supplying money and stuff for the homes, and they don't want to lose it, so they stay. And their children pay the price. This lady was on Facebook. I can find her story and I can, you know what, I can actually find it right now. Let me just go over here. But this lady on Facebook was sharing her story. And she said that the house her mom took her to, it was her aunt's house. And it was one of those mothers. She got pregnant, her mom got pregnant at age 14. So her mom was a young girl, young child herself. But the mother gave this woman to her auntie. I find it. I'm gonna pin the link in the comment section. It is a story. You probably cry if you listen to it. And the lady said that, listen, that's the link I just dropped in. The lady said that at the auntie's house, when she went there, the boyfriend of the auntie, he was nice to her and, treated her a certain way, but she didn't know right from wrong or understand certain things. And as she hit 14, age 14, the man approached her one day in the bedroom and pushed her onto the bed and took her innocent, just like that. And after that day, she said he would take her in the morning before she goes to school. And when she returned from school, he would take her again. And she tried to speak to her auntie about what was happening. And every time she tries to tell her aunt would move and just run her. She didn't want to hear nothing. So the lady said that the man was somewhat of a bad man, gangster. So even if auntie knew, she probably wouldn't have done anything. But I think auntie actually knows. You hear? So sometimes some of you people are in relationships and it's bad for you and you still stay there and you allow the children to suffer. Even you yourself struggles. But you stay. I don't speak and intend to be biased. I know a lot of people are in situations that they can't really help because they don't have a choice. Different parts of the world, different people are dealing with different things. But I'm talking to the ones with choices. I'm talking to you with choices. Don't stay in that relationship if you know that you can leave. Don't stay because of what you can get. Don't stay because of the privilege to drive cars, to live in mansion, to have money. Ladies, I heard a man spoke the other day and he was cussing, but I think he's just mental because the woman he loved married somebody else and I think he can't handle it. And he said, women should not work. This is the nonsense he came up with. Women should not work. Because when women work, they forgot their place or they don't remember what their role are. Their roles are in the relationship because they feel like they are independent now so they can do and say as. Women must work. Because we know that a lot of women give years to men and then at the end, a man can just get fed up and come home and be like, girl, this ain't working. I need to bring my new chick in, leave. After she give him 5 kids and look after the home so he can have a successful business. Go and work for your own. Try something. The last time I did my live, I talked about women and the fact that we shouldn't sit down and allow men to look after us if we can help ourselves. And I got abused by 2 people who I supported well on here. But the vision is still hot. The purpose is still alive. Nobody can take that away. But it just goes to show you the mindset. And one of the person had abused me, she's a woman. But she was involved with the man. So it's a woman and a man. They were involved. Well, that's not going here nor there. But it's good to be independent. And not lose your place when it comes to your relationship. Know your place when it comes to your relationship. Some of us lose ourselves for true. Some of us do. Survey shows that men have short temper against kids, so we should keep right there. Some of our men are going through a whole heap of things. Some of our men are triggered by a lot of things, and I say this because sometimes men don't really talk about stuff. A lot of men, they keep what's bothering them, what's hurting them inside. So sometimes those men, they're in relationships with women who would cuss them out. It actually triggers them and take them back to their childhood days, maybe back to a previous relationship. All sorts of things can happen. But you have to give a shout out to the real men out there. There are some real men out there who would not take their anger out on their children or other people's children or their women. Yeah. You guys are a few, man. But much love and big up to you all. And still big up to the other brothers. I hope you guys, just try to get help sometimes. Try to understand that, because sometimes some of you all do things because you feel like you have to do it to be a certain way. Like you want to validate your manhood. I'm the man of the house, so I can do whatever. No, man, that's not it. You're a man either way. But don't go and put your big hands on people's child and think that's a man. That's you being a man. That's you abusing people's child. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because these kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna hate you. Yeah. So guys, really and truly now I'm heading over to one. Oh God, I'm gonna put this in. Before I leave, let me put this in. Guys, Elma is connecting with all of you all, so please return the support to her. On the topic of child abuse and stepmothers and stepfathers doing what they do to other people's children, I just opened my phone and I saw a story that I'm going to come back with and cover. But the little boy story that I just told you about is harsh. But I'm going to share with you one other story. And this act was allegedly orchestrated by a woman against another woman. Jesus, man. Some men took things to another level, beat with all sorts of beating stick. I'm telling you. Yeah. Sometimes they do it to prove that they can do it. Very true, Rich. So guys, this lady, this is happening in my country right now. This is the biggest, most talked about right now going on in Jamaica. For my Jamaican sisters and brothers, I'm pretty sure you must have heard this already. This is big. This woman, 37-year-old, found out that the man she had an 8-year-old child with, their father, an 8-year-old kid, but they're not married. But this woman loved this man so much to the point where she's obsessed. It's not even love. That's not love. Love don't behave like that. Because if you love a man or you love a woman, you're going to accept the child. If the man even go outside the relationship, if you truly love him, You're going to accept that child no matter what. This 37-year-old found out there's a second baby mother, and her partner fathered that child. This woman took it upon herself, flew from America after the woman allegedly blocked her on all social platforms. So she must have been trying to get to her to talk, and the girl like, I don't want to hear this. But either way, if that's not the case, the woman flew from America. So this wasn't somebody who was suffering or struggling. She flew from America, right? And then she arranged to meet the young lady, the other young lady, the other baby mother. The other baby mother, I think she's 27 or was, because she's no longer here. So she's younger than this other 37-year-old woman. And would you believe it that this woman contracted 3 men, it's alleged, I was not there, to kidnap the woman with the child. Court testimonies said that she was the one that was driving the car, or she was in the car that picked up the mother and child with the bad men, took them away, and then they did the bad deed. Now, let me tell you what happened. When they took the child and the mother, one of the men testified that during the trip, from her house to where they did what they did, the baby was, you know what babies are like, 10 months old baby. The baby was happy, and the baby was playing with the guys, jumping on the guy. And the guy that the baby was jumping on was actually the guy that took out his pipe and put one into the baby. 10 months old baby. The girl was so obsessed and jealous that the man fathered another child outside of their relationship. She went and orchestrated the kidnapping of the 10 months old child and the mother. 1 in the baby first, then 3 followed, and they made the mother watched. After they finished with that, they put 2 in the mother. Now you tell me now, this is the most cruel act I have ever heard. 4 pies in the baby's body, 10 months old, and 2 in the mother's body. So the intention was to take out the child because the jealousy is about the other child. And this was allegedly orchestrated by another woman who so badly wanted this man for herself. And based on where she's going, she ain't never gonna have him. So what I'm trying to show you right here is the cruel act of how some of us can, man. Oh God, man. Listen, 10 months old baby. I cannot factor that in no time soon. 10 months old. What did that innocent child done to you? 10 months old, 4 bullets. Out there, what's going on in the chat? Well, we said abuse. I'm still here, but was trying to do something. I get that. Don't worry. You're good. You're good. Full support. Elma is supporting you. Wild Rich, please return the support. Let's see what else. Wild Rich says some men take things to another level. I think I did saw that already. Okay, if she connects, she will. She don't know when I'll connect. Okay, so Elma Wild Rich will return the love. can't welcome silly people on your show. Who are bother you now out there? Yo, I'm gonna cut and leave you guys. I'm tired. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. So again, ladies, please, I'm begging you, mothers, young mothers, single mothers, for the sake of your child, for the sake of their safety, walk away, man. Let go, leave. If you can't leave, try and get your children somewhere safe. Ask for help. Get somebody to give you some form of support. But take your children away from those situations, because, as I said, even if your child is not being abused directly, but you are being abused as a mom, it will still affect your child. No doubt. It is not fair on the child at all. So, the next thing I want to ask you is, when you're in a relationship with a guy, vice versa, don't give up your children's rights. Don't give the man or the woman power over your child or full authority to do whatever they want to do. No, you should still have a say. And you should make sure that certain things don't happen to your children. Don't. I beg you. I know some of you don't want to be alone, but sometimes it's best to be alone. Loneliness won't kill you. Just look after your children, and when the time is right, then you can go into relationship. Raise your children, and then you seek relationship when the time is right. But be very careful. Be very careful, because you don't know what it is you're bringing around your children. So guys, I'm going to look for my log out video, and I'm going to close out. I've got 8 million people, steady 7 going for a while. I thank all of you very much. I appreciate it. Many of you didn't say a word, but that doesn't matter. I can see that you're still here and you're listening, and that is very important. Thank you very much. I will try and do this a little bit more often, but I don't know. But hey. Since I got a lot of things that are played, I'm going to do a whole lot of work once I hang up here. Anybody on here have a live coming up, let me know, and I will join you too. Thank you very much. Let's log out. God bless you guys. Take care. Keep tuning in. Keep sharing the videos. Keep liking. This channel must grow. The content here is much needed. So let's share it out. Yeah? I'm gonna play a new intro out.
Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, why not do so today? And if you have listened to this video this far, please click the like button.
That's it, guys. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Take care. God bless you.